Com, a brand new edition of the Celebrity CEO Show. Great to have you all here today. We're live streaming on Clubhouse, the social audio app, on Breakfast with Champions. Definitely want to check that out. People say, Ramon, is Clubhouse still around? Obviously, it's still around because I'm still here. And if you're hearing the sound of my voice on the audio side, we're on Clubhouse, Breakfast with Champions. So again, thanks to Mary Lynn and Mary Kim and Dora Maria. Always good to see your face here, Dora Maria. You and I go back quite a far way, and I will jump in with others in a bit. And here with my co-host, Robert Kennedy III, robertkennedy3.com and more. Find Robert across all the platforms. He's an amazing communication specialist, help you get on TEDx stages, help you speak, even if it's just you and your multi-billion-dollar boss. Robert will help you speak to him or her better. An amazing human communication specialist. My good friend, Lanika Johnson, CEO, founder of Press Staffing and Trash Logic Press Staffing. Those of you are like, you know what? I'm doing way too much. I need a virtual assistant. And for me, I don't like the word virtual assistant. It's just a small pet peeve of mine. I need a social media manager. I need a project manager. I need a designer. I need an executive assistant. Lanika Johnson can definitely fill those needs. So welcome to a brand new show, the Celebrity CEO Show, where we get into media, marketing, sales, content, and more. I'm Ramon Ray, started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books, and so much more. And Robert Kennedy, how are you? How's your family? How are the things? How are you doing this morning, Robert Kennedy?
What's up? I'm fine. I'm grand. I'm great. Life is good. Hey, man. How you doing, brother? It's so good to be on the show. You wake me up. You light me up. You give me energy and extra caffeine and 5-hour Red Bull in the morning. It's good. It's good. I like being here with you, man.
Robert, I'm glad you're here. You can have that music on anytime. You know, that's a good opening music. We should just have that, especially if you're able to do the volume. I like a good starting to that. Lanika was bopping too. Lanika Johnson, how are you? What's going on in your world? How you doing?
I'm good. I don't have music. I feel ill-prepared. Robert, you're supposed to come on.
I'll send some over. I'll email. Watch your email.
All right. We'll do. Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Love it, Lanika. Glad you're here from the West Coast. She's 3 hours behind, as it were, us. And so, Lanika, doubly glad you're here today. But again, this is the Celebrity CEO Show with Robert Kennedy III. Check him out, RK3 Robert Kennedy. Check him out for all your needs communication. Lanika Johnson, Press Staffing, pressstaffing.com if you're looking for more staffing. But let's get into the show. Before we do that, I do want to give a shout out to my BWC audience, those who are able to chat and talk if you wish. You're welcome. Before we start the show, I always want to hear from you. I see you there, Financial and Dr. and Terry and Tanya and Cabs and Mary Lynn, the leading BWC, Jeff and Minnie's here, Julie's here, Chris is here, I Am Hurt is here, Eric is here, and of course Robert on BWC side as well. Chris is here, Natasha, Bella. How are people this morning? Who's available? Want to say hello? Open the mic and just let me hear a word from you. Hear how you're doing. Anybody? And if not, it's okay.
Good morning.
And who is that?
Tanya,
tell us who you are. Tell us what's going on. Tell us something, Tanya. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us here on the Celebrity CEO Show.
Good morning. My name is Tanya Robinson from Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm just here hanging out and just enjoying life. Have a great day.
I love it. Tanya from Little Rock, Arkansas, and stay for the show, Tanya. Maybe we'll have some gifts or something like that. We'll see what happens. Anybody else on the BWC side want to on mic, rather say hello, tell us who you are, and as we get ready to start the Celebrity CEO Show. Anybody else on the BWC side? All right.
Good morning, it's Christina. Good morning. You all are coming in hot this morning. Good morning.
I love it. Christina, what's going on? Christina Howard. And I forgot to look at the chat here. Christina Howard, thanks for being here on the Rundown with Ramon. Christina, how was your event? IYMS, Inspiring Youth on a Mission to Success. How was the event?
Ramon, it was amazing as expected. God showed up and showed out. And I appreciate you for that powerful close that you sent in. It was amazing. The snow did not stop anything. It snowed. Ice was on the ground. Snow was on the ground. People still traveled. People were delayed, but they got there and it went off without a hitch. So thank you, Ramon, for doing your part and sending that powerful video, because we definitely used it at the end. Amazing. You were missed, but I knew you could. I knew that you would have been there if you could have, but I understood. But you were there in spirit. And we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Well, you are welcome, Christina. And Christina, you can check out Christina Howard at IYMS.world, IYMS.world, Inspiring Youth on a Mission to Success. But with that, Robert Kennedy, let's get the show on the road. Topic number 1, Robert, I want to dive into, look at my notes here, Substack email marketing. Let me set the stage, Robert, and let me see where you want to take this, how you want to take it. Wall Street Journal had an amazing article about Substack. And those who are here, listen, when you're on this show, you're going to learn maybe some new things, not new for some people, me and Lanique and digital creators, but for most people, right, Robert, they know MailChimp, Constant Contact, these things. They may not know of Substack, Medium, Beehive, these relatively newer type of email marketing communication tools. I find, Robert, the beauty of them, this is called kind of the creator economy. Many people, such as a former New York Times reporter, somebody who used to work at CNBC, high-level writers predominantly, they're using tools like Substack, like Medium, to share content. Maybe they were fired, maybe they have a side hustle. And what's going on with here, they're building up their own followings, Robert, as I know you know, building up their own followings. Many of these tools as well have built-in advertising models. So I guess the nugget, the lesson of the day I'm trying to tell people is that Constant Contact, Keep, MailChimp, these OG original type of email marketing tools are great, but there's another type of platform that people who like to do long form content, go deep, they may want to consider it. And these tools are great because they're webbable as well. As you do your email newsletter, they're really designed. Your content natively shows up great in a web browser, and you can add a paywall. You can tell people, hey, if you want the premium stuff I'm writing, you can easily click a button and people have to pay you for it. So I'll stop there. But Robert, is there a thread, anything there you wanted to add or share about that? Just as we're talking about kind of this new way of email marketing, maybe new way of content creation. Robert, take it away.
Yeah, I don't know if I see it as brand new. It's kind of like the public version of blogging for me, because this has been around for a while. I mean, if you think about Ariana Huffington, when she built the Huffington Post, this is exactly what that was, a space for content creators to be able to put their knowledge out on the interwebs in a way that's consumable without having to go through the gatekeeping of traditional media or journalism. So this is one of those lower barrier to entry options for people. And I like the idea. I think Medium was doing this before Substack, in that you had the ability to put things behind the paywall as well. So my advice again is for content creators, listen, I don't want you to just think about it as an email newsletter. What is the value that you can bring to the world, and what are the different ways that you can bring value, maybe while also generating additional revenue for yourself? So think about using Substack and what was the other one that you mentioned?
A Substack, Medium,
Beehive.
Beehive is the one
Yeah.
relatively new. And you're right, Robert. These are not new channels, because Ariana Huffington, she started this kind of thing where, any regular person, she's not anybody, but anybody regular doesn't have to be the New York Times, MSNBC, LA Times.
Correct.
You can have your own. So you're right. But I think what's newer is the Substack, Medium, Beehive, kind of where everybody, hey, Marilyn and Wilkin on the video side, can kind of pop in and do that. Curious to you, Lanika, I'm going to add another question, but take it wherever you want. Is your team and your staff at Press Staffing, maybe, are they seeing these new models that not only can I hire somebody for social media marketing, we know that, but even Substack, Beehive, these new email marketing tools, you may want to hire support, but take it wherever you want. This new, I'll call it email marketing.
I think what's interesting to me right now in the climate that we're in with social media volatility right now is that these platforms or these tools give us some ownership and some control. That's what I like about it, right? We have direct access to our audience in a way that we may not, because Mark Zuckerberg might decide that he doesn't want anybody to see that post you just made, but this way you're able to get directly to your audience. And I really, really like that. And I also like the way that you're able to diversify your content. You can really niche down if you want to. You can make it broader. You can bring in different writers. There's just so much you can do because you have control over it. So I really like it. And I think that, I encourage our clients to use this strategy in conjunction with their social media strategy to get directly, to their clients. Because you can have somebody that just manages that. That can be their full-time job. They can be, writing content, engaging with your audience directly. So yeah,
you're right. And Lanika, I discovered Beehive, Lanika, because as I go back and forth and try to figure out who is Ramon, am I the publisher model? content models. I've started, 5 companies, started a few blogs, sold a few
Yeah.
blogs, or in my personal branding side. But as I figure that out, I've made money, Lanika, with Beehive. And
Yeah.
there's the TikTok, and my daughter's like, "Oh, Dad, I was on TikTok for 4 billion hours and made 2 cents." I'm exaggerating, beautiful daughter Charity. If you're hearing this, I'm
Right.
exaggerating. But Beehive, I'm seeing we deposited $20, $50
Yes.
into your account. So
Yeah.
Substack, Beehive, and others, they're also having built-in advertising models, which I think, for many of the creators who have
Hmm.
followings and are building a
Right.
business on that, they're helping you with the tools for affiliate. They're bringing sponsors to you. Nike was one of my sponsors. So
Oh,
any
wow.
thoughts on that, Lanika, then Robert, and then I'll turn to the BWC, but
Yeah.
well,
Well, I see Christine asked which one I like best. I don't know if I have, a preference. I think it depends on what it is that you need, right? If you're primarily focused on content, then it doesn't really matter which one you use. But for monetization, I think Beehive offers more diverse monetization options, right?
yeah.
So, you
No, I
could
like
do
Beehive
ad
quite a
work
bit.
and stuff. Yeah.
No, you're exactly right. But I think that is an opportunity. Again, as we're talking about, I know your firm Press Staffing does that. Yes, the content and all that should be from your head, but these are
Yeah.
all ways, I think, new opportunities for all of us to support the creators. Robert, anything you want to add on that anything you want to add on that, brother?
No, I just don't want people to get overwhelmed by all
Mhm.
of this, because there are a lot of different options and opportunities and ways that you can put content out there. And this is like back in the day when people were asking the question, "Oh my gosh, should I be on Facebook? Should I be on Instagram? Should I be on Twitter? Should I be on YouTube? Where do I go?" And now it's like, "Oh, do I go to Beehive? Do I go to Substack? Do I go to Medium? Do I go to, ConvertKit?" Or now Kit has this content creator discoverability option. Go High Levels got their stuff, their Go Collab communities, and School, and all of these different communities are coming up with similar options, because they're like, okay, that's hot, let's add that feature to our software or our application at this point. So I just want to encourage people, okay, where's your audience? Number one, that's your first question. Number two, choose one, blow that out, work with that, do everything you can with that before you say, "Oh, no, I did it for 3 days, this is not working, let me go to the next thing, let me try to do all of them at the same time."
Yeah.
You're not going to get as much traction that way. Really, really lean into one space, plant your flag for a little bit, and then see what results you get.
Nah, for sure. We're going to turn to the BWC audience in a minute, take 1 or 2 comments, if anyone there would like to jump in. But it's what I did at the gym, Robert. I mean, I went to the gym, Robert, for 2 days, and I took my shirt off and looked. Robert, I did not have a 6-pack. I didn't have a
No,
5-pack. I didn't have a
no,
4-pack. I didn't have a 3-pack, Robert. Like, I had like a small little, like, 52-year-old dad, little bump or something.
that's progress, dude. Let's go. Come on.
All right, everybody, in the Breakfast Champions side, which is the reason why, thank you, Marilyn, for letting me stream on the BWC Clubhouse side, because we can have immediate live engagement. I see G is here, G Houston Jack. This is perfect timing. G says, amazing photographer, by the way. This is perfect timing. I'm cleaning up my social media tools and currently searching for a tool for my blogs and newsletters. And for sure, the ones that Robert mentioned, don't let it confuse you for sure. But G, depending on what you want to do, and depending on who your audience is, these tools, new tools, quote unquote, can definitely help. Anybody on the Breakfast Champions side, Clubhouse, want to unmic, say your name, and join us? If not, no problem. Just giving you the opportunity. If anybody wanted to jump in or ask a question, I'll give it a 2-second count. No, I'll give it a 5-second
Dude,
count.
did you just low-key blame me for confusing the people? He's like, none of the ones that Robert mentioned. Come on,
Oh, no, I said
what's
the
going
ones
on?
that Robert mentioned. Yeah.
I
Did I
heard
say?
you. I heard you.
Oh, I made a mistake.
I got you.
Okay, let me do it again.
That's
Hey,
okay.
everybody, that
That's
was a
okay.
good point. We're going to go to the BWC in a minute here on Mike. But the ones that Robert used, the ones that Robert said, listen to that list. Is that better, Robert? Did I do it okay, Lanika? Did I? I mean,
Yeah. I think you cleaned it up. I think you did all right.
thank you. Everybody, this is the Celebrity CEO Show. My name is Ramon Ray with my co-host, Lanika Johnson, founder of Press Staffing. Check out pressstaffing.com for all your staffing needs, virtual assistants, project managers, social media marketing managers, and more. Mention my name, and who knows, you may get like a free handshake. Robert Kennedy, your communications consultant extraordinaire, Kinetic, I believe it is, right, Robert?
Yep.
Kinetic.
Kinetic Communications. Yep.
Kinetic Communication. Check Robert across the platforms. Robert Kennedy III, RK3. You wanted to have a TED Talk, want to speak better, want to communicate in your office or not, want to stop screaming at your kids. Robert can help you do that. Well, maybe not the last one. All right,
I don't know about
BWC.
the streaming kids part, but okay.
BWC side. On Mike, say your name. Let's go.
Hey, this is Financial.
Hey, Financial.
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
I'm amazing. Thanks for being here.
Grand.
I'm good.
Mike is yours.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Ashley Philippe, and I'm known as the Financial Serenity Queen here on Clubhouse because I grant peace of mind to, young entrepreneurs as well as people who are in art, travel, and web design, to grant them the funding that they deserve at 0% interest. And yeah, I just wanted to be able to, swing by, stop by, say hi, and then, just get right to it to, making sure that I work on a new project that I'm currently working on. That's to get the message out to more young entrepreneurs, predominantly, well, starting from 18 to 35 years old. And I just want to be able to help them to get the right access to the tools, the resources, the connections to the best people in the 1%, so that they can help make their own business dreams come true and whatnot. You know, People who are in the art, the travel, and web design industry and whatnot. But yeah, I wanted to be able to, give all the credit and the shout out to, Raymond Ray, whom, is hosting his awesome show here. And I have been following him for quite a while and whatnot. And yeah, and knowing from his personality, because I'm also a very good judge of character, I especially love
Did you
his
pay her,
personality.
Ramon, for this? I don't know.
I did not. I didn't pay her $150 to say it. I didn't, Lanika. I didn't. Go ahead, Ashley. Don't worry about Lanika. No, but Ashley, thank you for being here. Listen, I'm going to ask Robert and Lanika to join in with me and ask you one or two questions. But here's my question for you, Ashley. Is since you're a financial expert, well, two questions I have for you. One, Ashley, you said young people 18 to 35. I don't know how to ask this delicately. I don't like to get too political or try to go all in. I don't want to drop the hammer, but what do you call people who are 52? That's just one question I have, Ashley, before I get to my question. Second question, people who are 52, what do you call them in your demographic? Be very careful.
Ramon.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what she calls him, Ramon.
Oh.
Okay.
This is scary. This is a slippery
Y'all
slope.
Ramones.
The Ramon era.
Come on, Mary Lynn.
I can't lie. Roberts as well. Come on, Ramon. Me and you. High five. Let's go. Come on.
Come on, boom. You know it, brother. Okay, but Ashley, give us a tip or two. What do you tell briefly? What do you tell your clients, the people you work with? Give Lanika, give Robert a tip or two that they need to know about finances. And then Robert and Lanika, let's uplift this young lady here and ask our question. But Ashley, quick tip from me. What do you say? What's your top tip for finance?
Well, my top tip for finance would be to, look for the best creditors to, help you to find what the right funding account is to help you to get, just to help you to get to where you need to be.
The right funding account to help get you where you need to be. I love it. Robert, talk to Ashley. You need some help. You got kids. You want to get her help. What's one question or something you want to share with Ashley? And then Lanika join us too.
The biggest question is, from a financial literacy perspective, what are some things that parents should be teaching kids from early on about finances these days?
Right. So one thing that I can give is that, or one thing that I can mention is that, and this is actually from a previous church service that I went to, and it was mainly upon finances, on how you can actually manage personal finances and even like business finances and whatnot. And there's three things you can do, which is to give, save, and live. And these are the key
Give,
top.
save, live. 3 tips from Ashley. Go ahead, Ashley. Give, save, and live. Continue. What's up, Dr. Wilmore? Go ahead.
Yeah. So 3 short points based upon the 3. Give, meaning that you should be giving towards God, or at least giving like the first 10% on what you've earned or that you've been making, regarding if you have a job or a business, or if you're having a full-time career or part-time career and
And then what's
whatnot.
the second one? So give, and then the second one, what's the save mean? Go ahead.
The next thing on saving is that you need to save up for what you're going to invest in, and also to save up for what your emergency funds are going to be.
And those emergency funds are important. And then live. What does the live mean? Bring us home on that, Ashley. Live means?
live means to live up on the leftover finances that you have, meaning that you get to, well, on a spiritual sense, God is going to make sure that those leftovers are going to be, making a greater impact on, making a greater impact on not only
Absolutely.
your life, but everybody else's life
No,
as well.
Ashley, I love this. And Ashley, I'm going to bring Lanika in. And here's the thing with Lanika, Ashley, you don't know this, but she has too much left over. So I don't know what your solution would be. She
Lord,
has
here
too
you
much
go.
left over. She has like she went to the bank, Ashley, and like they said they just couldn't hold it all. But Lanika, press staffing, bring it in, give Ashley a tip or ask her a question as we
Yeah.
continue on with the show.
So I wanted to ask her how old are you, Ashley?
I just turned 24 last month.
Okay, awesome. I love it. So I have a 22-year-old daughter, and so I'm really excited that you are in this space. I really encourage you to really work with your age group and get them ready so that they don't get to our age and are trying to backtrack and figure out why, they didn't do all the things they needed to do, and now they're getting close to retirement age and they have nothing and they have to work until they're 75. So I really encourage you to really dig deep with your demographic and teach them what they need to know so that they can be financially independent by the time they're in their 40s. So I applaud you for the work that you're doing, and I just want to encourage you, just keep it up and stay, really focused on what your goal is.
I love that, Lanika. And Ashley, I have a question for you. Thank you, Lanika, for that. That is powerful advice. Ashley, have you ever been on TV, on radio? Have you been interviewed, anything like that? Just briefly into that, Ashley, yes or no? Have you done that several times in the past few months, for example?
About a couple of times from last year, yeah.
Okay. May I extend a gift to you?
Sure, why not?
Great. So I would like to pay for, if Robert will accept, and I know his heart, so he will. We'll just figure out the timing. Me and Robert are good friends. I would like to invest in Robert's time, because I know you have a powerful message and I want Robert to help you with the art. You're doing great. I want to see you even dominate more stages, dominate more interviews, because finances is so important. That's a weak area of me. So Robert, if you'll
Yeah.
accept, if you may, then I would love, Robert, if I could invest in you to schedule some time with Ashley, maybe an hour or so, to give her some pointers on that. Boom, 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 boom. Because she's amazing. I just want to see her go. But Robert, answer what I'm trying to say. And then Robert, if I can work with you to give that gift to her, please, so you can give some communication.
Absolutely. I think what Ramon is saying here is as business owners, all of us have a short amount of time to get everybody's attention and offer a message that is compelling for your audience. And so it's important for all of us to grow in the area of delivery as well. So yeah, I'm glad to work with Ashley or any business owners who are looking to grow in that space.
Ashley, will you accept that gift? And is that okay for you? Do you feel good? Do you feel the spirit I'm singing, Ashley? Is that okay, even though we're on live national television across like 47,000 countries at 10 million people? Ashley, is that okay with you?
Absolutely. I humbly accept.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Ashley, you're welcome. One more time, tell us how to reach you, how to follow you, what's your IG, what's your website, whatever you want to give us. Tell us how to reach you, Ashley.
Well, best ways to reach me are through Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
What's your Instagram?
So Instagram would be 7_figs, number 20 or 12. Give me one
So
sec.
Ashley, I'm gonna give you one tip. We're gonna find you, but let me give you a tip right now, Ashley. Go ahead. I'll give you a second to say that. Sometimes I move too fast. Robert Lanika, Ramon Ray has to dial himself down. Okay, go ahead. Take your time. Say what that is. 7_.
Yeah, so that's 7_figs 21.
7_figs 21. 7_figs 21. Follow Ashley. So here's another one small thing for you, Ashley. What I want you to do, and I'll help you with this, or Robert can, Lanika can as well. Actually, you know what would be better? I will invest something else. I will buy a coupon or something from Press Staffing so her team can even help you. I will invest in that, Ashley, for you, so her team can help you get a domain name or something like that, so we can get like ashleyfinance.com or something like that. But listen, Ashley, you are amazing. Thanks for being on the Celebrity CEO Show. My name is Ramon Ray, with my co-host Robert Kennedy. Find him across all the platforms. Robert Kennedy 3, communication specialist, TEDx speaker, helping you speak in the boardroom, out of the boardroom, in the yacht, off the yacht, wherever you need to communicate. Robert can help you do that with Kinetic Communications. Robert can help you do that. Robert Kennedy III. Thanks for being here, Robert. Lanika Johnson, founder of Press Staffing and Trash Logic. Press Staffing, an amazing company for all of your staffing needs. I need a virtual assistant. I need an executive assistant. I need a social media manager. I need a project manager. I need a video editor. I need. Well, Press Staffing Staffing can help you get that. Robert Kennedy and Lanika, did I say all that right? About right? Give or take.
You did. I'm admiring your setup. I'm like, I see you're a little bit further back from the mic. I saw that yesterday.
You saw that, right? We had a coaching session together. Good. So everybody, this is the Celebrity Show. Ding, 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 ding. Let's get to the next topic at hand. We just finished talking about Substack and Medium and different ways you can do a better email newsletter. Here's the question of the day. We're going to get a little political, and I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to switch up. Is AI making us dumb? Lanika, I'm going to turn to you. I was talking to my wife a few days ago, and we've had this conversation about AI, and she's not a techie. She's not eating AI. She's only used ChatGPT through me. Like, Ramon, I need to do something with Etsy. I'm trying to push her. She's like, no. You do it, and then give me the results. So she's not even used it directly, I don't think. But she was saying, hey, Ramon, even on my email, my WhatsApp, we're all seeing how the simple tools like, do you want us to finish the sentence? And she was telling me, she says, no. She says, no, don't finish my sentence. As we get older and our memories and all that, she wants to type it. So my question for you, Lanika, is AI making us dumb? And I'll set the stage a bit more. I'll give you my context. What I was doing, Lanika, I use AI quite a bit. As you know, I have a publication, zoneofgenius.com, and all these things, right? And I realized we could take this. Normally, what would we do? We'd hire somebody to transcribe it, which is a different function, hire somebody to put a blog post together from that at a simple level, and then we get it done, hiring maybe some of your staff members to do those kind of things that we would do maybe 5 years ago, 3 years ago. Today, press staffing staff instead, boop, button, done, boop, another button, done, some editing. Now, if you want to go to a higher level, you need to hire somebody. But the point is, AI is doing so much, and I'm realizing I'm not thinking. Where before I would take a few days, take my time, and write a blog post of why spending time with my daughter is important. But today with a prompt, I could even just do that. Talk to dads who happen to be Christian, who are older. I put in a whole bunch of prompts, hit a button, it's done. So my question to you, Lanika, and then after we have this, I definitely want to hear from others, is AI broadly making us dumb? Lanika Johnson, press staffing, the mic is yours.
So I will say just broadly, sure, yes, we could say yes. But what it's really doing is making us lazy. So what I often say is Press Staffing is an AI first agency. So I tell my staff, make sure that you are using AI to make you faster, but don't use AI to do your work. Because what happens is, and I saw this last week with, someone that I brought on to the team, they created a graphic on ChatGPT. You can create images, and then they just took out the middle of the image and just retyped it, right? And I said, that's great. That made you faster. However, I can still tell that it's AI. I need you to use that graphic as just a baseline so that you have an idea. But you still need to use your tools. You still need to use Canva, Photoshop, all the things to do the work. And just one last thing, I use AI probably more than anyone I probably use five AI tools to do one task, and I call it AI hacking. So I'll go from ChatGPT, get a result. I'll take that result, take it over to Perplexity, and then I'll ask Perplexity to improve it. I'll take it from there over to Gemini. So that's what I do. But at the end of the day, I still have to go in and edit and make it mine. And I think what a lot of people are doing is just throwing something into ChatGPT, asking it, taking the result and putting it out into the world as if it's them. And we all know it's not you. We know what robots sound like. So take a little bit more time, because it makes you sound dumb. It really does. It makes you sound like you're not thinking. So take a little bit more time to put in the work. And don't let it erode your decision-making abilities. It shouldn't be making the decisions for you. It should just be assisting you. That's my 2 cents.
I love it. That's 30 cents. Robert, jump in, brother.
I've had this conversation with my dad a lot, not even about AI, about other stuff. And the way that it's phrased, I take umbrage with sometimes. When we say, is AI making us dumb? Is technology making us dumb? No, it's not the technology, it's us. We're making us dumb, right? Every technology has upside and downside. If you think about this from the angle of from back in the day, right? When they came up with cars or any technology that propelled us forward. Before that, people had to walk to go where they wanted, or they had to use their arms and row with oars in a boat to go. So because they were doing that, their bodies were always exercising. They had to go plow their fields. Their bodies were always moving and exercising and doing some different things. We got in vehicles and we started exercising less because it was easier for us to get from place to place. So now, as human beings, what does that mean? Oh, I'm blaming the car. No, you've got to now make a decision to exercise. You've got to make a decision to be more intentional about your body. So with AI, if I'm using AI to be more efficient for something, realizing that it's shortcutting my creative process, I now have to make a decision to exercise my creative brain in another way. Right. And so I don't want us to walk away from this conversation and say, oh, it's AI's fault. It's the technology's fault. Nah, you just need to now make some different decisions based on the environment that we're in order for you to be holistically healthy. Period.
Amen. Preach.
Two mic drop from two of the most amazing hosts. Alika said, you got to edit it, make it more human. And Robert's like, no, it's not the tool. It's you. I'd love to get some input from the BWC side. If y'all want, anybody wants to unmic and jump in on this. Anybody agree with me? You think it's makes us lazy? You think it's not? And poor Dr. Will Moreland, real estate mogul, sneaker tycoon, goes on private jets all over the world. Poor brother's asking Robert Lanika, what is AI? What can we do, Robert? Some people, no matter what we try to teach them.
Allen Iverson. How about that? Come on. There we go.
Good to have you here, Dr. Will Moreland, Allen Iverson. Yeah, Dr. Will, you can just sit this conversation out, brother. Me and Robert Lanika will fly to your location gladly and help you understand what AI is. Okay, BWC side, anybody that wanted to chime in, jump in on this conversation, just jump in, say your name and holler at me. Let me know. I'll get
Ramon is Favor.
Hey, Favor, the mic is yours. Good to have you here, Favor. Jump on in.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Robert and Lanika, as well, for being here with us today. You know, as you were mentioning about AI, I even put it in the chat. Something has been happening recently where there's this new platform or app called DeepSeek. And it's from China. I'm sure we've heard of it already. And you see, it's really a wake-up call for America because OpenAI was about 100 million plus, and DeepSeek was less than 10 million, about 6 million in infrastructure costs. So if we're thinking about the way we're going in the future, just like, you know, before electric cars would be expensive and now they're not as expensive, is the same that's going to happen to AI. So I think if we're able to use our intellectual property and then utilize AI to integrate into the system, then we'll be able to have much better results as opposed to just prompting something that's going to give us an open source response. So I'm excited about where the future is going, but it's also scary at the same time. But I think if we're able to use this platform sparingly and use them in a way that actually helps us and not hurts us, then we'll be much better in life in the future. Back to you, Ramon.
And Favor, stay with me for a minute here, brother. Thank you so much for jumping in, Favor. But I guess I want to push on that a bit more, push on blending what Lanika and Robert Kennedy said. I just want to push on what you're saying. What me and my wife had the discussion and Robert talked to his dad about. I guess I'm just trying to get us uncomfortable. Favor, think about things you did 10 years ago, 5 years ago. You did manually. You wrote a book, wrote a blog post, played the piano, things you did that you made more thought about. You had to get the youth group together in your church. You had to call your 5 girlfriends, guy friends, whatever it was. You know, you had to, let's think. But today, it's literally 2 prompts or 20 prompts. Boop, it's done. So Favor, you don't think that's making Favor more lazy, that he can just do it? Just things you had to hire out or couldn't do or wouldn't think to do. AI can now, you don't have to read 7 recipes before Thanksgiving anymore, compare them with notepads and get your kids around and see which one should we do. No, drop that sucker in AI. There's your Thanksgiving. So Favor, jump at me one more time. And I'm just pushing you a bit. You don't think it makes us lazy?
I don't think it makes us lazy, honestly, because for you to prompt something, you need to know what you're prompting.
Come on,
because if you know, and if you know what you're prompting, means you have an understanding, you have a proof of concept, you have some type of linear understanding. Even if it's not robust, it's enough for you to get the point across and get people's concerns and problems solved.
I don't know about that, Favor. I mean, Robert, listen here. That's
I think it's making people dumb.
Who's saying it? Who's the name of this? Just say your name for me. I see Andre. Who's the name?
Andre Motivator.
Hey, Andre Motivator, talk to me. So tell me why you do. Then I want Robert and Lanika jump back in. Andre Motivator, thank you, Favor. Talk to us.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to go against your Favor, but hey, be like that. But what up, brother?
Hey.
The biggest thing is I do feel like it's making people dumb. You know, I do agree with what Favor was saying. Is if you have to intellectually make this prompt, then it has to be in you, right? But let's just say, you know, I've been making blogs forever, right? And websites and stuff like that. You know, so you just ask, how long did it take to write a blog, right? So somebody in here that can write a blog in 25 prompts, I can do it in 1 and use the same 25 prompts. So the thing is, as a developer, my job is to make it easy for you.
Mhm.
So you don't have to write the advanced prompt. You just type in the title of the blog. And you don't even have to know where to put the blog, right? It just go where it needs to go. Right. And I feel like if we don't have more overseer jobs of AI,
Mm.
as in if we think of the most advanced AI out there, how do we position ourselves to still be the overseer and the leader and the communicator between computers, if
No, I hear
that's the
you.
way. So I think AI it makes things easier, makes things faster, and if there's as a developer, I'm not making things easier for me. It's harder to turn 25 prompts into one.
Sure.
But for the consumer, that always want the shortcut, that finds the shortest way out. They're not using their left or their right side of their brain anymore. They're just going with emotions, right? So I think it's about playing that higher role, and I think with AGI and all this AI is getting deeper and
Mhm.
deeper. It's really about what position, when can we position ourselves a step or two steps above these AIs, and that's sometimes that's a kill switch.
Entree motivator. Thank you so much. I'm gonna come to you, Robert and Lanika, but I want to say
Yeah.
Kiki is from the Clubhouse
Thanks.
chat is saying, who's that? Marilyn?
Oh, I was gonna say,
Hold
I
us one
just
second.
wanted to jump in.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
on. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on one second. Yeah, Kiki says when you use come on, man. When you use your calculator to crunch numbers instead of doing it manually, does it make you dumb or lazy? Yeah, Kiki it absolutely does. It makes you dumb and lazy. Go ahead, Robert, and then Lanika, then to Marilyn, jump on in. Robert, talk to me.
I think my beef with this whole conversation is I really wish we would stop blaming the technology
I know.
and removing the onus from us as human beings.
Fair enough.
Right? Because if we celebrate writers now, right? We celebrate Mark Twain, we celebrate Toni Morrison, we celebrate people who write. Back in the day, when some dude developed papyrus in Egypt as paper and people started writing on that, people were like, oh my gosh, now we're not going to use our brains anymore. Now, because remember at that point, information was transferred through oral history. And you had to remember stuff. You sat around the campfire with grandma and grandpa and all the members of the family, and that's how you transferred information through memory. So now somebody's writing it down. Oh, it's more efficient. It's a shortcut. We're getting lazy. That paper, that doggone pen is making y'all lazy. Yeah, I mean, stop blaming the technology, because in 50 years, this AI is going to be celebrated as, oh my gosh, who's the greatest AIer ever, right? And we're not going to be thinking about it in that way anymore.
It's
So
me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's already
it's
defined, Robert.
Lanika.
That's already
Absolutely,
defined.
it's Lanika.
Lanika, jump in, and then we're going to turn Marilyn. Jump in, Lanika, if you have anything you want to add on any of these points.
No, I think all the points are valid. To Robert's point, it really is just it's us. It's how we choose to use the technology, and if we are overly reliant on it, then yeah, there's going to be some erosion of critical thinking, right?
Yep.
Because we're getting lazy and lazier, and I think technology allows us to be either lazier or more innovative, and I think that we should be using it to be more innovative. Don't allow it to just do life for us, right? I think I saw on Instagram somebody said I really wish we would use AI to fold laundry and do the dishes instead of write our blog posts, right? So it's like
It's coming. It's
how
coming.
can we use it, so that it makes our life better and more fruitful, so that we can do the things that we love to do, like let AI do those mundane things, but also just stay focused on moving forward and being innovative, especially as entrepreneurs. We need to be using the AI and not letting the AI use us.
I love it. Marilyn Wilkins,
love
leader of Breakfast with Champions. Talk to us, Marilyn. What say ye about this whole conversation?
I would like to say, no, I'm kidding. No, actually, I saw an amazing post from Hoda yesterday, and it was using AI, and I just wanted to offer it and share it on
Please.
ways to improve your life. So, right, you go into ChatGPT, You just write your most big, audacious goals, no small thinking. Then you put that into Chat GPT. And you have to go see her post, but she says, then you ask Chat GPT, what would a day in the life of look like for me if I were to accomplish all these goals? And it gives you like what your life would look like. Then the next prompt is what daily activities or actions do I need to take to accomplish the above goals, something to that effect. And it gives you, steps. So if you want to travel, get your passport, whatever the case may be. But it fills out a schedule on activities you need to do daily to accomplish those big, audacious goals. And I just thought that was an amazing use of AI.
Marilyn, I love that. And I think that what I'm hearing, Marilyn, from that, just to tell, again, those who are beginners of AI, even though many of us use it to some degree, Marilyn, I think what you brought out is the prompting is most important, and asking AI to prompt you for better prompts. That's game changer. What you said, Marilyn, and taking that further, if you want to go to Vietnam, hey, AI, give me a list of 20 things I should be asking myself before I go to Vietnam. As it, what I'm saying, then asking that, have a dialogue. By the time you finish your third or fourth set of prompts, to your point, Marilyn, you're great in it. You're doing great in it. So, Marilyn, where do you fall in this if you had to answer? AI making us dumb or not? And then Lanika, huh? What do you think, Marilyn?
I think
you
it's
answered
like
already. You went,
thing.
So you answered already.
No, because it's unless used appropriately, everything social media can be used for good and evil. AI can make you dumber, smarter. I just think it's the human factor. So I'll go with Robert. It's not the AI, it's how the humans are using it.
Lanika, jump in and then Robert. Go ahead, Robert.
Listen,
I just wanted to give a tool.
I can give you all of those same things, Marianne, that AI gives you. If you pay me the right amount, plus we can go to breakfast and I can smile at you.
Right.
How about that?
I want to give a tool real quick because I don't want to lose this. But for those of you who are looking to improve your prompting, there is a tool that I use. It is anthropic.console. Is it .com or .ai? Let me see. Anthropic. Wow. console.anthropic.com. And that will, you have the option to have AI improve your prompt that you already have or write one from scratch. It's a great tool. I know Lamar talks about mega prompts, and that is where you get a mega prompt is you go to console.anthropic.com, and it will, you will be shocked at how much better your prompting will become.
Yeah, that's Claude. For those of you who are, Claude is the AI name for Anthropic as well.
I love that. Everybody, this is the Celebrity CEO Show. My name is Ramon Ray. We got about 10 minutes to go in this show, hanging out with my good friends, Lanika Johnson, founder of Press Staffing, for all of your staffing needs, social media manager, video editor, graphic design, copywriter, all the things you're looking for that you want to off-shoulder, no shoulder off, no off, whatever the English word may be. Press Staffing can take care of it. My friend Lanika Johnson, Robert Kennedy III, amazing human communicator and more. You want to speak better. You want to communicate better. You want to take your story and turn it into something to make the world a better place. You want to commercialize your story. He can say it better than me, but you're getting the point. You want to see Robert Kennedy. Find him across all the platforms, Twitter, Instagram. Check out his website, Robert Kennedy III. You can see him on LinkedIn, where he's very, very active. Had some cool white sneakers and a suit. But I do want to take the time before we end it. It was just cool. You saw Lanika. Listen, Robert sets the bar. But Robert, talk to us. Give us a minute or two of advice, tips. People who work with you, what do you do for them? What do you tell them? Give us a breakdown a little bit of who you are, who you work with. Give us a for example. Take it where you want to take it, Robert.
I'll take it here first. Those of you, if you are in Detroit and you are in the real estate space, come on, hang out with me. I'll be there on Thursday at Motor City Casino speaking to the Michigan Realtors Association. Let's take a selfie together if you're in the area. But overall, I believe connection is super important, both to your family members and your customers. Anybody that you want to have influence with, connection is important. And so we can go through a lot of different ideas about how to communicate more effectively, but the place that I will help you start is, how do you connect with your audience most effectively? What are the avenues that you can use to do that in a way that is confident and compelling?
I love that. Again, Robert Kennedy III, Robert Kennedy III. Check him out across all platforms, Kinetic Communications. Lanika Johnson, those who work with press staffing or why she work with press staffing, what is press staffing? Tip of the day, you get what I'm trying to say. Whatever you want to, however you want to bring that to the fore. Talk to us a little about press staffing, what you do, who you serve. And I am a client of press staffing as well, by the way. But
my best client.
Thank you. Talk to us about press staffing and who you serve and what you do. Lanika, talk to us.
So I am Lanika E. Johnson, the CEO of Press Staffing, and we are based in Davao City in the Philippines. We were just featured in Black Enterprise Magazine as the first agency to ever do a live hiring event at scale in the Philippines. So I just want to plug that. We are really your alternative to Upwork and Fiverr. Stop going to those tools. You don't know, you can't control that. No one is overseeing that. We have the same people, the same level of skill that you're going to find on any other platform, pressstaffing.com, but you're actually going to have some control over the work that you receive back. And you also have me project managing the whole thing. And that makes it, I don't know, just 100 times better. So pressstaffing.com, and you can find me on Instagram at Lanika Johnson, Lainika. There's 2 I's, Lanika Johnson on Instagram.
I love it. Lanika, thank you for being here. Robert, again, thank you for being here as well. We got a few more minutes in the show, 7 more minutes. Anybody in the BWC side want to unmic, say your name, a comment you didn't get it about anything? You want to talk about life, happiness, marriage, personal branding, sales, marketing, whatever you want to talk about. We got a few more minutes in the show, and I always have questions. Again, we 3 can carry the show the whole time, but it's really for y'all. Again, I like this two-way communication. We get to have impromptu discussion. Let me pause for I can't, Robert, I just can't pause for 2 minutes. I can't pause for 30 seconds. It's too long a pause, Lanika, but I'm going to pray. I'm going to try to pause without talking for 4 seconds, starting now. Okay, wonderful. All right, nobody in the that was good. Nobody on the BWC side wanted to comment. Good. So let's move on. Another topic of the day, and again, we're getting ready to close the show in about 6 minutes, but I do want to touch on one thing. We talked quite a bit about AI. I do want to talk about a service that I have, Genius Spotlight, something newly launched. Those who are looking to build your brand, get more publicity, I dare you to check out geniusspotlight.com, geniusspotlight.com. geniusspotlight.com, where we can help you build your brand, get a boost of publicity, especially if you're a business expert and you have expertise for other businesses. You're a coach, an author, a speaker, consultant. You're like, Ramon, I want to get out there more. We have a service that can help you, geniusspotlight.com, geniusspotlight.com. But quick question, Lanika, just curious as we close out the show, and maybe we'll start this for a longer episode in the future show, but hiring a PR firm, it came to mind because PR, publicity, and things are important. And just curious, any thoughts, Lanika, on hiring a PR firm or not? Not talking about should we get publicity. That's a good thing. But just should we hire a PR firm, and or maybe the question would be, when should we? Lanika, thoughts on that?
So my thoughts are, it really depends on what your goals are. So if you are really good at your own PR, maybe not. Most of us are not good at our own PR. I recommend hiring a PR firm when you want to get on more screens, right? You want more people to see you. You want more visibility. I think that it's helpful, even if you do know how to do it yourself. Who has the time to do that? Hire somebody who's an expert, who knows exactly how to do that, how to get you in front of the people. They know how to pitch, because pitching is an art. So pitching the media specifically is an art. And if you don't know how to do that, you can ruin relationships before they even get started. So, if you don't know what you're doing, hire somebody, I say. I mean, and I'm just a fan of hiring experts to do everything, right? So Christina's here right now. She did my makeup this morning because I don't know what I'm doing, right? So I hire experts to do the things that I don't know how to do. And I believe in that, like, wholeheartedly.
I love that. Robert, talk to us, brother. What do you say? And I heard you go, something she said really got you, that aspect of relationships, which is in effect, time in relationships, which it is hiring a PR firm. Robert Kennedy, talk to us, brother.
Yeah, first of all, Christina, come on over to the West Coast, the East Coast here. I need a little bit of padding somewhere. All right. Yeah. So, it depends on where you are in business. For some people who are just starting out, you may not be ready just yet, unless you have the investment capital, or you've got something that you are ready to really make a big splash with. Maybe you're launching a book from the beginning. Maybe you are launching a new online course or a new product, and you've got the capital to make sure that to hire somebody, or to, as Lanika says, get an expert to get the word out there. Yes, then go there. But some people, if you're just starting and you're figuring out business, maybe that's not the best time to do that just yet. You want to really make sure that you have something concrete to offer, so that when people come to look, because when PR firms are hired, they'll put more eyes on your business. So you want to make sure that when those eyes are on your business, you're at a place where the eyes will be pleased with what they see.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, again, the Celebrity CEO. This is the Celebrity CEO Show. We got about 2 more minutes to go. Listen, I'm curious what your weeks are going to be like coming up, Lanika and Robert. For me, my week, I was away all last week. Me and Lanika were together in Atlanta at a mutual business coaching program we're in to help grow our businesses. So we were there, and this week I will be here in the vacation capital of the world, and my office is here. My home office is here, just doing the work I do, building zoneofgenius.com, serving thousands of people every week, building Celebrity CEO, and serving my clients. So that's kind of what my week will be, having Cafe Bustelo every morning, and just being here, being present here, reading every now and then, and things of that nature. So Lanika, what about you? What's the next few days of your week looking like?
Well, this is a crazy week for me. I just got back yesterday from Atlanta, and I will be leaving on Friday, I believe, for Phoenix to teach a dirty money intensive to teach people how to get into the trash industry. So I'll be doing that this weekend. And that's my week is going to be built on just getting those workbooks together, getting all those handouts, all that together. So it's going to be a pretty busy week for me, but I'm excited to do the work. And yeah, and then I'm going to start my new workout routine this week. So I'm excited about that.
Nice. Good for you.
Ramon, can I ask?
Please, of course.
Lanika, when you say the trash industry, I have been confused a couple weeks about that. I hear Ramon say trash, and you do so many things. Can I get some clarification on the trash part of it? Like, because, okay, we have, just to be clarified, we have a moderator in here who says your content is trash, and it's like a hook line. So I didn't know if this is two separate things or part of your thing. I'm just confused, and I'm so sorry, but I would love some clarification.
Yeah,
let me Lanika, you got about 30 seconds.
And I'll try to do it real short. So before I started Press Staffing, I've had a trash company for the last 10 years. Press Staffing is only a year old. The trash company is a decade old. I've had that company. I've been in the trash industry for 2 decades now. So I teach people how to start their own trash companies. That's what that is. Press Staffing is my new company. I've had it for a year.
Yep. So restaurants and retailers and commercial locations and anything else, they need to get rid of their trash. Lanika's company can help them on the commercial side, save money, do it better, do it efficiently, mind the right wavelength. Things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm like, well, what is trash? We have garbage men. So why would you? But I get it now. I get it. Thank you. And I don't mean to sound contrary or trite on that. I was literally curious. So thank you.
Mary Lynn, anytime Ramon's hosting a show, I want you to be contrarian. I want you to be different. That is fine. No apology. But thanks for asking. Great clarification, because the fact that you asked Mary Lynn, other people asked. Listen, Robert Kennedy closes out 10 seconds of one thing, and then we're going to turn it over to my friend Shay, who's going to take it. I believe it's Shay. Take it the rest of the way. But Robert, any last words, brother?
Well, I'm just, as Lanika mentioned, this week I'll be in Detroit in a couple of days. I'll be speaking about unlocking personal connection, the secret to impactful leadership. And then after that, I'll be in Minneapolis for the NSA Minnesota, speaking to them. So that's what's happening.
I love it. And Lanika, I would like to join you for planning on doing another hiring event in Philippines. I forgot to say kudos for that. I saw the photos. Listen, I would love to go to Philippines and be one of your speakers or whatever, if we can, especially if you know way ahead of time, we can make that happen. But everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Celebrity CEO Show with my good friend Robert Kennedy III. Robert Kennedy III, all your communication speaking needs. Lanika E. Johnson, Trash Logic. If you're out there, by the way, and you have issues and you need to get rid of your trash, which every company does, see Lanika. And also Press Staffing for your project management staffing needs, and etc. My name is Ramon Ray, the Celebrity CEO. You can get to know me better at RamonRay.com, zoneofgenius.com, and more. And we've been live streaming on Breakfast with Champions on Clubhouse. I'm going to hit end stream now. Lanika and Robert, thank you all so much. Be blessed. Have an amazing day to you both. I'm going to spend 10 seconds here on the BWC side. Y'all have a great week.